This is James Parkinson from One Cure for Man, and this is my song story video. Primarily they're about songwriters who deserve more recognition. So I feel like over the last 20 years, certainly since the dawn of the internet, that the art form of writing great songs and lyrics is starting to kind of, it's not diminishing so much, it's just being spread out into places where people aren't hearing it as much as they used to. So what we all seem to sort of hear, like on the radio and, you know, in the charts and all those kind of things, is just songs for now. But none of these songs are going to really mean that much in the years to come. Certainly, I don't think we've got any songwriters who are, you know, in the league of ABBA or Paul Simon or Bob Dylan or David Bowie or Bacharach. Take your pick. So the lyrics were about this frustration that there's so many great songwriters probably sat writing in their bedrooms and no one's listening. They're not getting the recognition they deserve. So that was kind of like the basic premise of the song. So I still believe that we really still need great songs that move us and give our lives meaning, and that will mean something not next week or in a month's time, but forever. So this is how I wrote the music for Too Many Songs. It was inspired by quite a few different things, but I remember sat at home in the living room on the piano and I came up with this part. And then I think I came up with that bit, which is the intro and the verse. And then it all started to kind of like write itself, especially once I had the words to go along with it. But I was very much channeling my sort of songwriting heroes, so people like David Bowie, Suede, and it's kind of like the more like the ballady elements of my favourite bands. There's a bit of Prefab Sprout in there, Colin Verncombe, aka Black, quite a lot there. One of his songs, "You're a Big Girl Now," that was a really big influence on the song, and yeah, I really enjoyed writing it, and it just seemed to sort of be quite an easy thing to sort of express myself. And the idea was to sort of build it up, make it feel like it's constantly, you know, like almost like one crescendo that was really building up into something really epic. A lot of you will have already seen the trailer, and I've already given away some of the influences, like the artists Caravaggio and Rembrandt and Edward Hopper. So primarily we wanted to kind of get across, me and Jason Marshall, the videographer, we wanted to get across this idea that each shot and each frame was like a painting, and we wanted the lighting to be, you know, to demonstrate that the most. So we looked at those three artists in particular. We'd already used Edward Hopper as an influence for The Haunted, but it just seemed the right choice again because he's such a master of light. So we wanted basically each frame to look like its own little painting, and we didn't really want the camera to move a lot at all. We just wanted to sort of like be very still, and we didn't really want it to look very modern at all, just kind of like nice and classic. So with my house being a Victorian house, yeah, I just had to tidy the house up really. I didn't have to do very much. We wanted also to get across the element of songwriting, so we wanted to show how that it's a fairly ordinary process and it's kind of unglamorous, you know, to get the struggle, especially that lyric that says, so you live in your room with nothing to share, meaning, you know, if people don't hear what you've done, you're just trapped in your room. And we kind of wanted to get across that isolation as well. demoed the song as usual at my home studio where I am now, and I sent Matt the stems from the demo, and I knew that the piano at the very least was going to be the thing that I'd already recorded and kept, and then we kind of built the song around that. So my brother Ben played the drums, which we kind of rehearsed and in advance, and then yeah, everything else was kind of added by myself in the studio. And with it being a song that needed to kind of build up, we did layer and add lots of layers and things, which was a really fun experience. The guitar solo was kind of quite tricky to get right because I wanted to almost sound a bit sort of like very free, but then also kind of a bit jazzy. Yeah, I love how it all sort of came out in the end, and we added a bit more sort of atmosphere with some strings, and particularly kind of like sim strings and things like that. So I hope you and really enjoy the song, and you play it lots and lots and lots. And thank you for watching this video. All the best. Take care.